If you look at the coat of arms of Canada, you will find the following words printed on a ribbon at the bottom: Mare, Usque, Mare. Now, I realize that not too many of us read Latin anymore, but you've probably heard the translation of those words before. Many times, in fact. Sometimes it seems like every time they open their mouths, Canadian politicians are repeating those words.
Is shared by all Canadians from coast to coast to coast.
We're together from coast to coast to coast. We've got a lot to celebrate.
That's right. Mare, Usque, and Mare means from coast to coast. Or maybe more exactly from sea to sea, which is pretty much the same thing. Of course, modern politicians usually throw in an extra coast, because when those words were first written, nobody much thought about the Arctic coast, but they do think about it today. The words are usually used as a way to speak of all Canada and all Canadians. It kind of operates as an inclusive slogan, and that is good. I'm all in favor of being inclusive. It has also been used historically to support Canadian sovereignty over its entire landmass. In the early years, after Confederation, as we pushed our sovereignty to the West Coast, and more recently as we've turned our attention towards sovereignty over the North. But is that all that it is? A nice, inclusive slogan and a justification for territorial sovereignty? Well, not if you ask this guy. He is George Munro Grant, and he was the first one to use those words in connection with Canada. He was a Presbyterian minister, and he used them in a sermon. Find out what George Grant's coast-to-coast dream for Canada was, and what that dream might mean for Canada today and in the future.